guys, so today I'm here to bring you my February hits and a God knows, and February has been really amazing because I have some great news. So a couple of months ago I told you about my little brother being really sick. It looked very bad, and that's why I've been kind of missing in action because he's been going to the hospital and just a lot of things happened, but I have good news. So I haven't told you this, but my little brother had cancer and it had spread all throughout his body, and he's 11 years old. So that fucked us up. We did not see that coming at all. He had a little bump in his knee and we got it checked out, and it went from bad to worse to worst. We're not there yet, but he had a surviving chance of 10%. So it looked fucking fucked up. But last week he got another scan, and all the cancer that had spread throughout his body has gone. The only cancer that's still there is still in his knee, and it's significantly less, and that's it. So it was everywhere, you guys. It went in his legs, his stomach, his neck, everywhere. And now the doctors have fought it back to his knee only, and whatever is left in his knee is super little, and he's only halfway through his chemo. So we are so ecstatic. We are so excited. I want to thank you so much for all your prayers because it has been a rough couple of weeks. So therefore, February has been amazing, especially since last week, since we got the results. And without any further ado, I just want you to know that I feel great again, and sorry for being missing in action every now and then, but I'm back and I have some great favorites for you, so let's go. So the first favorites I want to start off with is hair, and I normally don't really talk about my hair because I don't really talk about my hair. I've always been this dry shampoo texturizing spray hoarder, but I never found the one, like the best, until I stumbled upon the Amika. Oh, just look at the packaging. The packaging kills you. So this is the Amika Undone Texture Spray, and I love this so much because I like to spray it into my hair, and it gives it a really nice texture and like grit, and you can really fluff it up and create that like super edgy cool girl hair. Also, when I just wash my hair and it's super flat and just lifeless, I like using the Undone Texture Spray to really perk it up and get that, you know, that lift back in. And then another one I really love going in with is the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. So I never really use them by themselves. I think they're great as a combo. So I spray the Perk Up Dry Shampoo on my roots and the Undone Texture Spray throughout the ends and just overall. And then I scrunch it all up, and then it looks lifted and voluminous and just perfect again. And I love the packaging. The smell is so good. So if you are looking for a good texturizing spray and a good dry shampoo, I highly recommend you checking these out. Next up is the Kevyn Aucoin Medium Sculpting Powder. I got this with Miss Fame. We went shopping a couple of times, and I've always been a fan of NYX's Blush and Taupe, Illamasqua eyeshadow, and Heroine, but I felt like, you know, after a couple of years of using those products, you kind of want to try something new. And I know people say when it ain't broke, no wait, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Yes, that's it. So Miss Fame and I went shopping, and Curtis had to find a contour shade perfectly enough for our transformation video. So he bought this, and because he bought it, I was like, I need to buy this now, because if it works out for the transformation, I will need it in my day-to-day life. So I also got it, and it's been one of the best contouring shades for my fair skin tone ever. I love the pigmentation, I love the finish, I love the powder. I'm wearing it as my contour today, plus I've been wearing it in so many videos to contour with, and in my opinion, it's just the ultimate contour shade for fair people like me. I will say though, it can get a little bit pigmented, so use a light hand. And as you know, I love using it with my Morphe M530. It's just the best contouring brush, in my opinion, on this planet. So these two together are life. For brows, I've been absolutely loving this Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof Brow Mousse in the color Ash Blonde, and it's super similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, but I've used Dip Brow for so long now, and I felt like it was getting a little bit too harsh. Dip brow is so intense and it just gives you a brow. Whereas I feel like with this one, the brown ones by Tarte, it's just a little bit more light and feathery and lightweight, and it just looks a little bit less harsh. That doesn't mean I've stopped using my brow wiz. I still use my brow wiz to outline my brows, but instead of the dip brow, I now use this to fill my brows in, and it's been so amazing. I also like the color a little bit more better because I've turned into a warmer blonde throughout the months. So yeah, this is absolutely great. It lasts all day long and I love it for my brows, so I wanted to share it. Another product by Tarte I wanted to talk about last month is, and you know this, I wanted to talk about it, but I wasn't sure if I was allowed to talk about it. Now I'm allowed because it's out. The So Fine Micro Eyeliner by Tarte has been rocking my eyeliner world. This is the only eyeliner that I use to extend my inner corners for, let's say, doing this look or when doing a drag look or just extending inner corners. It's just so good. It's so fine and precise and tiny to really get up in those corners and extend them. Plus the formula is hardcore enough to not go bleeding on the inner corners, because the inner corners can get really moist, they can get wet, they can get dirty. And especially for me today, I did this tutorial and my inner corner started watering so much and I was so scared my inner corner extension would just like go to town, look crazy. But this held up through my tears. This held up through the wetness. So this is absolutely great. The tip is so precise. It's so good. You need to try it. Two brushes I've been loving. The first one is by ZOEVA. This is the 240 brush, and I've been loving this for to smudge out my lower lash line. When I first got it, I was like, that's a cool brush to highlight my inner corners with. But then I tried it to really buff in and smudge out my lower lash line, and it's so wonderful for that. I really recommend you getting this. It's just so precise, and because I have smaller eyes, putting this on my lower lash line really gets that definement. It's a word, I looked it up. And it really just gives you that precision, yet still gives you the ability to blend and just have a fun time on your lower lash line. So I've been loving that brush. But then this one by Tweezerman came in. This is the Lash Glider. And I think initially this was created for like eyeliner or like a wing liner, but I really, really like this for the lower lash line as well. I used it for my lower lash line today, and will you just look at how precise that brown is applied? This will give you precision, like super, super precision. It lays the color down beautifully, but still has the ability to blend and smoke out and just reach all the nooks and crannies and just a lower lash line dream. A setting spray I've been really liking lately is by Makeup Forever. This is the Mist and Fix. I have a few that I really, really like. One of my all-time favorites is by Scandinavia. Another one is Green Marble. That is what drags use to really keep that face on. But I feel like the Makeup Forever is in between Green Marble, like super, super, super hardcore, and Scandinavia, which is really, really good, yet not as hardcore. And I feel like the Mist and Fix is right in between. It holds your makeup on, it transforms any powder into skin, and it just makes your skin look beautiful, luminous, gorgeous, yet still maintaining that face all day long. Two lipsticks I've been absolutely loving, and I don't know if I talked about this yet, and if I have, I'm just gonna talk about it again. This combo right here, Kinda Sexy by MAC. It just does things to me that I can't see on camera. It makes my insides quiver. It makes my belly warm. It just does stuff to me. It's just that perfect, warm, peachy nude that just looks flattering on so many skin tones. So I love using this as a base, and when I'm in the mood for it, it looks a little bit warm and darker. But when I want it to be like super nude, like today, I go over top with Melt Sext. So this is super, super light, and when you mix the two, you get this warm, light, peachy nude lip that just looks bomb, and I'm wearing it today. Another favorite are the new Huda Beauty lip contours. These are not out yet, but once they come out, you absolutely need to try these, because these have been one of the best lip pencils I've ever tried in my life. They are creamy, they are pigmented, they go on like a dream, plus they last super duper long. A fear of mine is that when a lip pencil is so creamy and pigmented, I fear that it will move and transition throughout the day, but these stay put. These look gorgeous all throughout the day. I used Cheerleader in my previous video, on my Adele video. There are so many gorgeous colors, and I really feel like you will really like these. I really like these, and I will feature them in a lot of tutorials soon, but go check them out once they drop because they are drop it like it's hot. They are hot. Drop it like it's hot. Last but not least, I want to talk about this perfume. This is Pure Poison by Dior. And I got this because my friend Joyce really recommended it to me. And ever since I've gotten this, I've been wearing it every day. Now, I hate doing like perfume favorites because how the hell are you gonna describe a perfume? But I've tried it in the past and it seemed to have worked. So I'm gonna try and come up with a description for this. This smells like an exotic, rare flower in a distanced jungle. I don't have a jungle near me, so it's distanced. That makes you hot and sexy. And just when I wear this, Rick is like, ooh, I don't know about you, but when your loved one says, ooh, when you're wearing a perfume, you know you're doing it right. Really go check it out if they have it in a store near you. I love it so much. It's so good. So those were all the product hits of the month. I do quickly want to mention that The Walking Dead, that hookup scene that we all know who I'm talking about, I've been waiting for that hookup scene since forever. And I'm so glad that it has happened. And the fact that this pair is now holding hands is making me lose my mind because I've been waiting for them to hold hands and have sex forever. So I'm not going to talk about who it were, but if you are caught up on The Walking Dead, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I am living. So the moment has come for me to introduce you to my February Oh God No. So let's go. Oh yeah! No, please don't hate me. But also for the month of February, I do not have an Oh God No. I do have one product where I'm kind of iffy about. It's the Boscia Charcoal Pore Pudding. And I tried this and it did absolutely nothing for my face. I expected it to dry up and just clean my pores and just suck all the dirt out of my pores, but it didn't really do anything. It didn't really nourish. It didn't really dry out my skin. It was just a half hour of nothing. I don't hate it enough to say that it's an Oh God No. I just don't like it. I don't get it because it's doing nothing for me. But the news that we got about our little brother a couple of weeks ago has just made me such a happy fucking camper, and I will not complain for the rest of this month. So that's it, guys. That concludes my February hits and a God knows. I hope you enjoyed. What were your hits and a God knows for the month of February? Please let me know in the comment section down below. For a full list of every single product mentioned and used, go to my blog, NikkieTutorials.com, or to the description box below. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. That all is NikkieTutorials. If you like this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Again, I want to thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, so today I'm doing a tutorial inspired by Adele at the 2016 Brit Awards, and how gorgeous did she look again. And a lot of you guys requested a tutorial for this look, so when I did my research, I came across this Telegraph article, and it said, Adele wears £12.50 foundation at the Brit Awards.